Welcome back to the second channel where we are diving into another electric bike review video. This one on the RUNDEER Attack 10. Now this is their standard model and it comes in just under $3,000. They do have an advanced model that has better suspension and I think a more rigid frame, a little bit more expensive, but I'll drop a link to those down below if you want to check it out. This one came very well packaged and assembly was a darn breeze, just a matter of bolting the front wheel on, pedals, the usual. I did take this for a short ride the other day, as you can see with the mud on there, but let's go over a few specs and then take it for a nice range test into the city, riding it hard. It's recommended for riders that are 5'7" to 6'3", and I'm 6'3". This is what I look like on it. I can stand up, pretty comfy actually, feels like a small motorcycle. But if you're going to go pedaling, you're not going to get that full leg out sitting on the seat. There's no way. And as you're turning, it's going to be a little bit tight. I don't know how it comes across on camera, but it feels really good. And I have to say, this seat is the most comfortable bicycle seat I've ever felt. Could easily slip two people on there, although it's not rated for that. We don't have the foot pegs on the back. Now, by the way, payload capacity, 350 pounds. This has got 20-inch tall by 4-inch wide fat tires. A 7-speed Shimano. It's ran it through all the gears the other day, shifted perfectly without any adjustment needed. They do have the rear suspension and front suspension with adjustable preload dials on the top. And here's a glance at the travel on the back. You see that seat's very rigid, no flex at all because you have these supports. And on the front, you got quite a bit of travel. However, there is no rebound. So if you're hitting bumps, and you're jumping off stuff, you're gonna feel that rebound thud. We got hydraulic disc brakes on the front and rear made by Dislin. You have leather wrapped grips with the little comfort pieces that come out, very comfy. Twist throttle, a bell, and I think we're ready to drop the battery in so I can show you the rest of the features. Now, this is a 20 amp hour battery, has their name on it. Here's a look at the bottom. It comes with 2 keys, battery switch. And the charger it comes with is 3 amps output. They advertise a charge time of 3 to 4 hours, but if this is only 3 amps output and this is 20, I would guess it's gonna take more like 7 hours to charge it, but we can find out later. Now this battery slides in from the bottom, so you do kind of tilt the bike over, get it lined up, and then slide her into place, twist your key, remove that, make sure it's locked in, flick your power switch on, and for charging this, you don't have to remove the battery. You can just plug her right in on the side. Over on the controls, you have 3 buttons. You hold down M to start it up, and then of course you have up and down for shifting through your gears. There's a look at the display. You can see I put 9 miles on this so far. We're on Power Assist 1. You can scroll down to 0. And let's see, on 0, does it still throttle? No, it does nothing at all, so you're just fully pedal. And let's see if it has walk assist. If you hold negative down, yep, there that is. And then you can go all the way up to Power Assist 5, which is what we'll be riding in today. I'm 180 pounds, 6'3". Other things on here, it shows calories burned, your battery bar, that's full, wattage being used, and if you press M again for mode, your trip time and trip miles. I did just fully juice up the battery, and they advertise a range from 40 to 68 miles. Now, I'll be shocked if we get anywhere near 40 miles, they say without pedaling. But again, it's going to vary on how you ride it and how heavy you are, hills, all that kind of stuff. We'll see if maybe we can get 20 miles out of it, So for power, we got a 750 watt hub motor, along with an advertised top speed of 32 miles an hour. Let's see what this does just freewheeling. 29 is what we're showing. And one thing you'll notice, probably the one negative I've found so far is no fenders on this. So if you run over dog poop, it's gonna come up on your back. I mean, the seat helps a little bit in the rear and up front, same deal. However, this blocks a lot of the mud too. So I guess they're not too necessary, but I'm always a huge fan of fenders, and I didn't see those as an option on the website when I took a glance. To turn the headlights on, I think you hold up, right? Yeah, there it is. So very bright LED headlight on this. And out back, this is not hardwired. It's just simply a light that you turn on. So our first acceleration test, speed 5, wide open. Here's what we look like for acceleration. We're heading toward a hill too, so we can see how this does going up that hill. No pedaling. We're not gonna be doing any pedaling really the whole time, except for maybe just try it out. So there's 24.1 miles an hour. And now this is a fair bit of an incline, so we'll see how it holds up. We're losing down to 21, so that held very strong up that hill. I've ridden a lot of bikes that struggle. Now, as we go down the downhill, let's see what we hit for top speed. We hit 28 miles an hour. So something that might be inhibiting that a little bit is the tire pressure. They recommend a max of 20, but I dropped it down to 12 PSI because I plan on doing quite a bit of off-roading, and it's gonna handle so much better. Oh, see, I just went through that puddle. I got water all over my face. Oh man, see, I was riding it the other day at 20, and this feels so good. Like, I consider this thing more of an off-road machine over anything else. Like, this is amazing. It's just perfect. Man, big jump right here off. Nothing. Now, I don't know if you heard that clunk. That was the front forks with the no rebound. You know, just the preload is not going to do anything for that. But over these rocks, these big coarse rocks, I mean, these fat tires are handling it like it's nothing. I got a wide open throttle, and I actually hit this the other day on my short little test drive. It was all over the place. But now, I mean, I don't know how well you guys can see it. We're just cruising across this at 23 miles an hour. Look, I can even go over to the wood. Handles it. We're gonna put this suspension through the test because, you know, it's the Attack 10. I mean, this thing's supposed to be like an assault bike, off-road capable. Let's try out the pedal assist now. We're on gear 1, assist 0. So if you want to pedal this like a regular bike, here's what that looks like. I'm doing 5 miles an hour in the first gear, and these come kind of close for me, but it's doable. If you're turning, your knees are going to end up wanting to hit the bars unless you scoot your butt back further. But I'm going to run through the gears now. Let's see what we can do in the 7th gear. I can get her up to 11 miles an hour. Of course, if I stand up, that's another story. I don't think you're going to be doing long distances without the assist, so let's bump that on speed 1. Okay, I felt that pleasantly kick in. That holds us at 10 miles an hour. Speed 2, nice jolt of power. That brings us up to 14. And of course, I don't think it matters if I stop pedaling and I hit the throttle. Same deal, you know, if you're on speed 2, that brings you up to 14 miles an hour. So you could do either one. I'd say that's a pretty comfy pace. Let's bring her up to 3. That's 18 miles an hour. Speed 4, 22 miles an hour. And speed 5, 25 miles an hour. But you can see that's how fast I'm rotating my legs. I mean, you're just not really going to be able to apply your human power after 20 miles an hour with the current gearing. And overall GPS, that is a true 25 miles an hour. Yes, it's like a boardwalk through some fresh cut stuff. Woo! Oh, this is cool. I love it. Quite a few broken boards. Wow, it's actually tripping my eyes out because, I don't know if it's doing that on camera, but I have no idea where this goes, by the way. This is new, you know, somebody put this here, some kind of construction going on. Oh man, can't wait for the springtime. It's some nice weather. It's so gloomy and cold. Whoa, look at this. First of all, people have been dumping. Gosh, I hate people that just dump their loads like this. But somebody pushed the cement barriers out of the way at the old U-Pull-It, Crescent U-Pull-It. These used to be a great junkyard. And I don't know, looks like more trash is being dumped here now. And yeah, this was the main yard, completely packed with cars. Now it's just a boat dumping ground. Oh, there it is. We just rolled over to 10 miles. We got 10 miles exact and 9.7 on GPS. So pretty accurate. Starting to run out of daylight, so I apologize with the low light. yeah, right up. Yeah, no problem. This here used to be the inside of a building, and they stripped the roof, just left all the steel beams here, turned it into a shopping center. Like, they repurpose a lot of these buildings. This one, they do all sorts of events like Trenton Art All Night, and they also do a free skate park every Saturday. And you got cool tool stores like this one here. There's actually no name on this place, but they got some stuff. I mean, check it out.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you?
How are you, man?
Pretty good. Just checking out your awesome selection, man. You got everything in here. Very neatly organized too, huh? So we're now into the nightfall. I'm gonna just lay some miles down. Got my headlight on. Enjoy the evening, and I'll let you know what we end up with. By the way, there's no hands. This thing tracks real straight, no hands. And we're now at 23.2 miles, and we've gotten into the red. So should still have, say, a few more miles. I wanted to show you the headlights. I mean, yeah, we got street lights, so not a great example, but here we go. Not adjustable, but it's a really nice, powerful beam. It's kind of pointed in the perfect spot, since it's not aiming in anybody's face, at the ground in front of you, so you can see everything. Probably the best headlight I've ever seen on any e-bike at all. So, oh, there goes a rat. You guys see him? And I'm back in town. It was holding full speed, but all of a sudden just kicked off. I'm still showing red on the battery, but we got nothing. That's 24.5 miles. Let's see if we turn it off, turn it back on. Yeah, leave it on speed 1, because I still got maybe another mile home. So I also hear the train coming across the street, so I'll wait for that. It's always cool. He throws flares out since there's no crossing guard or anything. And with these batteries, sometimes if you let them rest a little bit too, they'll come back to life, get you a little bit more juice. He just lays on the horn because otherwise people keep flying right through. I mean, they don't know he's coming. Did you see that one guy go? He probably got scared out of his mind. All right, made it back on speed 1 actually. About 8 miles an hour was holding. And that brought us to a total of 26.2 miles. Probably could have went maybe another mile or so. If we rode the whole time on speed 1 and we were pedaling, I'm sure it could have got 40 miles and maybe more. But in my opinion, anything over 20 miles is usually acceptable on e-bikes. You're not generally riding a lot further than that anyway. So at this point, I'm gonna drop the battery on charger, and I'll let you know right here how long that takes to get fully charged. I did want to show you on here how to reset the trip too, because I did that earlier. You just hold both these buttons down, up and down, and you can go into the user settings. You got all sorts of, so if you want to do the trip, that's right there, or you can go in and do your backlight contrast, your units, if you want kilometers, automatic shutdown time, wheel size setting, speed limit setting. I don't know if I had that at the max. Oh, I guess you need the password to go into that. And well, anyway, to get out of the settings, you just hold those. Now, I'm not going into too much incredible detail on that. If you're in the market for a small, sporty, dirt bike-ish e-bike, then this definitely fits the bill. I can't tell you how many people came up to me today asking me questions about this bike, like where'd you get it, how much was it, and how do you like it? It's certainly unique looking. And this is a magnesium alloy frame too. Not that it's super light with the battery. I think it was advertised at what, about 85 pounds, and it feels right around there. This thing likes to wheelie too, since the seats push so far back. Like when you're going over bumps and such, you pull up a little bit and it just floats right over them. From my use today and yesterday, I'll drop it a thumbs up, and I will drop a link to it down below in case you want to check out more specs and current pricing. For $3,000, I don't know. That's a lot of money. I feel like you could go buy a motorcycle for that price. However, this can do things a motorcycle can't do. You can go ride through Central Park on trails and just get out there and be obnoxious, and generally people aren't gonna say anything to you. Versus you have a gasoline-powered small mini bike, you're gonna get in trouble and they'll probably take it from you. For now, anyway. We'll see if that changes in the future. Like always, I appreciate you guys very much for tuning in, especially if you watch this far. If you're in the market for an e-bike, hopefully this has helped you out, and I hope to see you guys again in the future.